All right. So hopefully you did have a chance to watch the cool chromatography demonstration and add your notes here. All right, next thing we're going to do is summarize what happened. So you might have already done this, but we're going to go through the answers. So you were ranking the solutions used to separate the Kool-Aid. Water 5% isopropyl and 25% isopropyl. So the most nonpolar solution, or the most nonpolar solvent, was the 25% isopropyl, 5% was somewhere in between, and water was the most polar solvent. So what happened when you added these? The ingredients of the grape Kool-Aid are sugar, citric acid, ascorbic acid, blue dye, and red dye. Water, 5% isopropyl, and 25% isopropyl alcohol were passed through the column in that order. So based on what you know about the polarity, explain what you observed. Okay, so first thing, when the water was added, everything but the blue dye and the red dye came out because they were all attracted to the water. So in adding water, the polar molecules preferred water naturally, and they went ahead and eluted first. So eluted, they came out first. Then 5% isopropyl alcohol was added. So the red and the blue dye originally were staying in the column after the water because they are more nonpolar than the water. Then 5% alcohol was run through the column, attracting the slightly nonpolar red dye. So that red dye then eluted with the 5% isopropyl alcohol. The very nonpolar blue dye was still in the column after the 5%. So then 25% isopropyl alcohol was added. Then when that happened, the very nonpolar blue dye was attracted to the very nonpolar alcohol, the 25% alcohol, and eluted with it in that order. Okay, please, that's the end of this very short section. Please turn this video off, and then please watch the video on separating liquids by distillation next.